Welcome to another adventure with Getting Lost. Today, we're actually in the business district of Singapore. But what are we doing here? There's not much greeneries here. But there is a big reservoir, the Marina Reservoir right in front of you, and we are right next to Marina Bay Sands. Okay, let's see what we can find here, I guess. Welcome back. And so where are we today anyway? We are actually here at right in front of Marina Bay Sands, right in front of the Arts and Science Museum, which is designed to look like a lotus flower. And right in front of the museum itself, there's also a big pond with lots of lotus flower in it too. So you have the real lotus flower and the big lotus flower. And what we're doing here today, we are actually going to the Marvel 10-year anniversary exhibition, and it's going to end soon. So those of you who haven't been to it yet, most likely you will not be going to it. So I decided to make a video about it. And here, look at that. This is the lotus flower pond, and this with lotus flower, and this is the big lotus flower, the building lotus flower. So what we're going to do here, we are going to go and we're going to first of all, once you enter the entrance itself, which is here, you'll notice there's actually a little coffee shop here, and then they also sell souvenirs for you to buy, some arts and science themed souvenirs, and then seating area. And what I really like is I like the openness of this area here. All the light coming in is really quite impressive, and you can actually see through the windows itself what's happening outside. But what we're going to do is we're going to go down to basement 2 to the ticketing area to get our tickets for the Marvel exhibition. Like I said earlier, if you have not seen it by now, most likely you'll not be going in, and then you can actually just watch my video and you just get, you get the gist of what the exhibition is about. But what I really like is this museum itself is designed in a way with a empty core in the middle of the building, so that all light can come in and brighten up the whole place. Look at that. This is in the middle of the basement 2 itself, and you can actually come here and look up and see all the natural sunlight coming into this area here. And around us are all the exhibition areas, all the different exhibition halls. Not only that, you also have exhibition halls on top there in the lotus flower area. Or you can actually just walk right above there. That is the ground level. But up there, there's also like exhibition halls and also auditoriums, where they can actually film shows for you. Some of them are free, some of them you have to pay for it. So depending on what it is. So this is first of all the ticket I got for me to go in there, and it's going to end soon. So I decided, yep, why don't I just come here? Why don't I just come and have a look at what's the exhibition itself? So the first room you come into, they will just show you for the last 10 years all the movies that they have made, all the different Marvel movies made by the Marvel Studios for the last 10 years. So after you go through here, okay, you just go in, and then you will have an introductory video about people in the movies, just talking, a small little documentary, which, if I'm not mistaken, they say is also available in their DVD set. So after that, you just keep heading in, and you'll come to the first area, which is this Iron Man area. Honestly, for me, this exhibition itself is not that expensive, and there's not really much memorabilia, there's not really much things to be seen here. Just a small little exhibit for each of the main characters. Like this one, but I really like this exhibit here. So what happened is, what you have here is actually a blank white color Iron Man statue, and so to show all the different versions of the Iron Man costume, Iron Man armor, they will actually project it on this costume itself, on this statue itself. So if you have different versions, they will have different colorings, everything. So they just use a projector to actually shine onto the statue, so the statue looks like you're actually seeing the armor in real life, but it's actually just a blank statue. And then this here are just movie clips of all the armors in the actual movies itself. And then you also have a huge Iron Man statue. Next up is actually a model of the helicarrier, the Shield helicarrier that appeared in some of the movies. If I'm not mistaken, is the one with Captain America Winter Soldier. Yeah, so this is just the model of the Shield helicarrier, which I find it quite interesting and quite nice. And now let's just travel on the Rainbow Highway, the Bifrost. The Bifrost. This is part of the Thor exhibit. You can just travel. It seems as if you're traveling across the Bifrost, to visit Asgard, but you don't actually visit Asgard. What you see is, you can see Thor's hammer with a lightning special effect, and then a bit of a history of the hammer itself. And then you can also see Thor as he fights Hulk in, like, for example, in Thor Ragnarok. This is one of the scenes. One thing about this is the statue itself is actually just the costume, everything are just all made of plastic, and even though it does look quite, the features wise, they do look like the characters itself, but these are just all made of plastic. And then you have a picture of the Loki and the other guy. What's his name? I mean, if you watch Thor Ragnarok, you'll know. This is one of the scenes. I mean, it's nice to see the the real life statue of it, but then it's just a plastic statue. Next up is Guardians of the Galaxy exhibition. You can see Rocket here with baby Groot. And then after that, you will have an interactive, how do I call this? An interactive experience, interactive exhibition, where you can actually step up here, and then they will actually record, sense your body movement, and then the baby Groot itself will actually dance to you, following your movement. So if you lift up your legs, they will lift up their legs. You move the hand, they'll move the hand. And since this is an art science museum, they also have a bit of explanation of some of the signs of from the movie itself. You know, like this here about the cassette tape, or maybe about other things. But what I really like here is this exhibition of Doctor Strange. As you can see, the statue itself, they are actually wearing actual clothes. So this is an actual costume made of cloth, not plastic. So this exhibition, this thing here is very, very impressive. I quite like that you can see all the details in the costume itself. You know, all the things that he actually wore. You know, the belt. Then you can look at the lining of the cape itself. Look at that. Even boots. You can see the boots itself. Everything in detail. This is the best exhibit in the whole for the whole exhibition. And it also looks like Benedict Cumberbatch. And then you also have another one here. Just tells you a bit of the amulet itself, where the time stone is. Next up, we are at Wakanda. We are passing through the force field or the illusion field. Then you have the mountain with the panther face, and then you have the Black Panther itself. And then you also have the screens here, which looks like all the this is done well. This looks like actual thing that they use in the movie itself, where they have the language and then they have the diagrams and stuff. Looks quite real. And look at that. It's actually the Wakandan language itself written there. And now the Ant-Man and the Wasp exhibition. It's just miniaturized Ant-Man, the Wasp. That's all. Then we go out here. We are now at the next exhibition. It's just also Ant-Man and the Wasp itself. Like over here again, a bit of the science that they explain about the movie itself. And then you look at the computer here. The computer code looks a bit funny because they're asking you to press F1, F3, F4, but there's no buttons here. And they even ask you to press a space bar, and there's no space bar at this terminal. So what kind of a user interface are they trying to show us here? And some more, the user interface itself is a DOS interface, so it's a bit confusing to me. I have no idea what is it they're trying to do here. Look at that. And then now we see the Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos. And that's mainly the exhibits they have. Finally, they bring you to a room where they have some kind of interactive display, and then after that a short film, and then finally they bring you to the retail shop or retail shopping, where you can buy items. And what's also interesting here is the cast photo of for the Marvels. So you have all the most of the major stars that acted in all the movies. Most of the movies here. No, all the movies, most of the actors are here. Just that because the lighting is bad, you cannot see those people on the top there. They look a bit dark. But most of the actors are here. Except I don't see Michael B. Jordan, no Killmonger. I don't really see him in the photos here. So it's really nice, to go to this photo here and point out all the actors that you recognize. And of course, the most important actor that appeared in all the Marvel movies, Jim Lee, the creator of all the characters. But one thing I really like about this, the exhibit itself was just okay. Nothing spectacular, nothing big, nothing special that they show. Everything has already been shown in all the movies. Nothing special, no special information revealed. But what I really like is the museum itself. This is the lift that takes you up and down, and there are doors at both sides, so you are not certain which side the door will open. And this lift itself will take you from the bottom part to the top part where the lotus flower petals are. And there are also exhibition halls here. You can actually come and have exhibitions, or there's also an auditorium also up here. So it's actually quite a nice place to come here, just to have a look. And you can see this is the ceiling there itself, and you can see the curving of what the lotus leaf is. And like I said, sometimes there are free exhibitions that you can actually come and just have a look. You don't really have to, not everything is, you have to pay to watch. Sometimes there are free exhibitions that you can come and have a look. But the building itself is just nicely designed, open spaces, very light coming in everywhere. I just quite like the atmosphere here, quite nice. So it's a nice museum. You can just come in here just to have a short walk around. The museum itself is not very big, so you shouldn't get lost. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me at this adventure, for my adventure here at the Art Science Museum in Singapore. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a very interesting building itself, interestingly designed. Sometimes if there's a good exhibition, you can come here and watch it. And finally, as per usual, please do me a favor. Please help me by liking my video, sharing my video, and subscribing to my channel. And lastly, but the most important thing, the thing that you must do is to join me for my next adventure. Until then, bye bye.